If you've been in real estate for less than 12 years, then you've only ever been in an up market. And what's happened over these 12 years is the competition has gotten greater and greater and greater. And all that does is cut your or increase your costs of marketing, and it decreases your profits. What do we mean by endless leads? Right? Here's the problem as I see it today. It seems like all real estate investors, you're all out there using the same marketing tactics. And guys, I'm guilty of this as well. I've done them all. I've done every type of real estate marketing that I can think of, probably some that you've never even thought of, only because I've been trying to discover where are the best leads coming from. And today I get to talk to you about what that is, and that is this mom's house becoming a senior transition specialist. And so I see this competition. You remember I said, guys, has anyone been on this call for in real estate for less than 12 years? If you've been in real estate for less than 12 years, then you've only ever been in an up market. And what's happened over these 12 years is the competition has gotten greater and greater and greater. And all that does is cut your or increase your costs of marketing, and it decreases your profits. And so do you ever feel like you're only as good as your last marketing ad spend? I talk to so many investors. In fact, let me just give you a stat here. We have a lot of big print houses that we know, and they say that 90% of the time investors do one direct mail drop and then they stop. And you think that's because they've made so much money that they retired and they're sitting on the beach right now? Or do you think it's because they didn't have the results that they wanted? And so it's so scary to spend that money because you're hoping you can get your return on investment. And the problem is that you're just not building something sustainable that comes to you. Direct mail works if you never turn it off. And so you might think, I want to build this giant business, but really what we're going to challenge you today is to think about the life that you want. So many people talk about the business that they want, and then they'll build a life after that. And I'd like to challenge each one of you. Let's really think about the lifestyle that you'd like. And I want to show you a business that can plug in around the lifestyle.
Yeah. So, I mean, the lead source and the way you operate your business is going to dictate your lifestyle, right? I think it just obviously makes sense, and so if you could do a referral-based business, just talking to people, not worrying. I know Philip's going to talk about his story with his direct mail marketing wonder. But it's difficult to spend a lot of money. I know from the marketing world, it's difficult to spend a lot of money, and you're laying your head at night on your pillow, hoping, praying that money comes back to you. And you don't have to do this with this strategy. I think that's what's so amazing about it.
Yeah. So how big is the opportunity, right? Why does senior living matter? Well, if you look at the stats, here we are in the year 2022. So we're 8 years away from the year 2030. Well, look how many people are over the age of 65. It's already over 55 million. And the next 8 years is going to be over 73 million. And so that is the clientele that we're talking about here. These are the people that are moving into senior living. It's almost a third of the population. It's a gigantic number, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so Ryan talked about it. This is my old life. This was me going to the local post office to grab the card. They're like, "Oh, Mr. Vincent's here." They'd go grab me the card. Why? Because I had 6,000 letters in my trunk that I had to go and bring and drop off at the local post office, because if you know anything about direct mail, you want it to have a local stamp to show that you're a local person and not a mail house printing from all over the nation. And so I had box upon box in my car, and I'd take them and I'd cut them open out in the parking lot, and I would wheel this back in to send out these 6,000 letters a week. And so I was spending my time trying to make my phone ring with leads, trying to do it the right way. The funny thing about direct mail is direct mail is great. I'm not going to knock anything today, right? There's ways to do this business, and here's my thought though. I know two people that are very big in direct mail, and one of them said you should do the same piece of mail every single month, never change it. And the other one said you should change up your direct mail piece every single month, so that way it keeps their brain fresh. And I'm going, okay, so which one do I choose, right? It's like, it's careful who you get your advice from. These were two direct mail professionals giving you that advice. So it's kind of hard to make a decision when there's so much variance. And so I feel like our marketing efforts today, which of those two direct mail experts do I trust? Is it the blind leading the blind? I mean, I think you could have results with either one. We could argue that either way, but the point is, I don't think our results are getting, our efforts are not getting the same results as they once did. I saw somebody just comment their cost to acquire a deal went from $800 to $2,500. That's the point, is that it's really hard to build a lead source without the cost going through the roof and having high risks and how much you spend on your marketing.